Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for those who are attending the Fortress Power webinar here and joining myself and Jing, our CEO of Fortress Power. We're extremely excited to discuss the history of Fortress Power, our specialty, what we offer, what we're about, and then getting into some of the excitement that we are building up for folks on what we have planned coming into RE Plus next week, and also for the 2025 year and 2026. So, formal introduction, I'm Jake Whitney. I am the Regional Sales Manager at Fortress Power for the Rocky Mountain, Midwest, and many other states. And I'll be doing the introduction and the discussion at the beginning, and then our wonderful CEO is going to get into the exciting part of what's to come. So to get into a little bit about Fortress Power, so before the history, so currently we actually have well more over than 500 installers currently in not only just the States, but also we have plenty more in Puerto Rico, we have Mexico, Colombia, and other things that are developing at this moment. We are also partnered with the most exceptional distribution channels and partners that we could ask for. Over 100 that have our inventory and product on the shelves that can currently available help anybody that needs our services and our products. And also we have well over, actually even this is slightly outdated, more than 50K projects installed. And that includes our inverters, our lithium batteries, and that are placed all over the country. So we are a US-based manufacturer, and we do specialize in the lithium iron phosphate energy storage systems. We have been established since the year 2016. We also provide up to some of the most highest and assured warranties in the industry of up to 30 years on our equipment. Along with, we are not just a manufacturer of product or software, but we are a full solutions company from end to end, from sizing systems, from offering products to installation training to warranties, along with doing virtual power plant participation and incorporating that into other states as they develop. So to break down the timeline real briefly here, so first and foremost, our office location. So the headquarters is in the U.S., being U.S. owned in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. It is also where the majority of our logistics and the head of tech support and our tech support base is located out of. We also have office locations out there in Puerto Rico and Mexico because we are a worldwide company, so we service other countries. And then for warehouse locations, where our actual product sits is the California and Florida location. Now, when it comes to the timeline of the company, how we started and where we're at now, back in 2016 is when the company was founded by our founder, Jing. And that is when we really started up into the market. We launched our very first product of the lithium battery in that year, 2017. We really sunk our teeth into that specialty space as a specialized battery manufacturer. In 2018, we were gaining so much traction, so much interest and demand that we were working and expanding our product lines. So that is when we launched our second generation of lithium batteries. As the year passed to 2019, we started our own energy management system division, and also another module battery system. Now, of course, with batteries, that comes with monitoring. So in 2020 is when we launched an advanced monitoring system called the Guardian Monitor. This monitors battery modules and temperatures, and also allows all the installs paired with our batteries and or inverters with more efficient firmware updates to whereas we can actually provide that service. In 2021, because of our growth and expansion, we brought in an investment partner along with launching our C&I division. So we are a company that not only specializes in residential products, we are also a company that specializes in solutions for commercial and industrial products, software installs for the US country and others. After that growth took off in 2022, We did acquire another EMS platform, and we launched our eSpire Mini because as there are very small projects that need to be fulfilled, there are also massive projects that need to be filled. The middle area also needs attention, in which case we are very much involved with. Fast forward to 2025, we are still strongly based in the US. We still manufacture our own equipment. We are also well established in place in many VPP programs across the country and other locations as well, to whereas our product line consists of our own inverters, our own batteries, our own software. And so we are a full battery energy storage system. We are a one-stop shop, a one handshake, one tech support. We take care of the folks that work with us. Now, going into a few more locations on the manufacturing, yes, the product is manufactured in China. We do have manufacturing development in Malaysia, to be determined about the Virginia Beach, but I will just leave that as a little teaser for now. But we are well diversified, and with the political changes of the policies for solar, we at Fortress Power are very attentive to these changes. We are making actually very strong accommodations to work with these policies to benefit everybody in the States as well. So from an eagle's eye view of why installers choose Fortress Power: one, reliable, proven products. We have an extremely robust line of products, an extremely low failure rate of products, less than even 1% or even 0.02%. Installer-friendly design. As everybody knows, for installers, designing is actually half the challenge when we create these systems through batteries and PV. And getting answers on how do we appropriately size inverters with the batteries, how can we satisfy the homeowners so that way they get taken care of. We at Fortress Power go that extra mile to where we actually have a free system sizing design tool on our website that any homeowner or installer or distributor can go to size it out. We do this because we want to give the extra tools for success for all our clients. Thirdly, our technical support. I truly believe our technical support team is a shining example of what it means to take care of everybody and go the extra mile. So we are a US-based technical support. We are available 7 days a week. The weekends, we do have some folks on standby as well. This is real-time assistance. We do have a support ticket system, and when those are submitted, we can actually investigate the systems and address them and fix them. And also, one thing I want to proudly say about our technical support team, these folks come from backgrounds of engineering backgrounds, from actual installation experience, because there's nothing better than talking to folks who actually can put their hands on the equipment and walk you through it, or knows exactly and can relate to the installer who's on these sites. We do have extremely competitive pricing amongst our whole product line, and the competitive pricing is a reflection of the robustness of the hardware, the software, the people that develop the ever-growing software, and the resources we provide. We can scale any project from a 5.4, so something as small as heck even an RV, to 5 megawatts. Again, this is capable for all our residential products and all our large C&I projects. Lastly, it is the trust and brand reputation. It is not just a cliche thing when we say we care about our reputation. We truly care about all our partners. We care about our installers. We care about our distribution partners. We ultimately truly care about the homeowners and that they get the best system, the most reliable system, partnered with the best installers that we work with too. So when we are built for not just homes, businesses, but everything mixed in between. So we are very well capable of doing grid-tied homes, off-grid homes, recreational vehicles, boats, in fact, commercial, railways, and telecoms. We can do it all. In fact, we love to be the whole spectrum of all these projects. And like I said, we actually will go the extra mile of helping with sizing these systems to make sure it accommodates the requirements of what they're looking for. Now, we're going to get into the product portfolio here shortly, and our wonderful leader, Jing, our CEO, is going to get into the exciting aspects of what we have developed and what you can expect at the RE Plus Vegas show next week, because they will be there. If you are attending the RE Plus show, you'll be able to put your hands on this new equipment that we have coming out. So it's not just residential storage, it's not just commercial, but it's also the VPP ideas that we have developing. And after we talk about that, we have a few more things to talk about, but I'm going to hand it over to Jing now and talk about what everybody can expect from Fortress Power and everything that we have been working behind the scenes to bring to everybody and all our clients.
Hey guys, can you guys hear me? For some reason, just tell me the camera shuts off. I need to bring it back again. I really want to show everyone this new studio we actually just built. I hope you guys get a little bit glance, but all of a sudden tell me that my camera, I can't turn on my camera. Give me 1 second. If not, we can continue. I do see a lot of folks do know about me. So you probably already know how I look like. So without camera, shouldn't be a problem. Well, looks like I'm not very techy, so I can't fix this out here, but I'm good. We are good at making battery storage systems here. So Jing Yu, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Fortress Power. It's been a very fun journey to going through since 2016. Throughout the years, have built up a lot really good partnership, good co-works. And RE Plus is I see as an annual gathering for all the folks in the industry, and it's a great chance, obviously, to meet the friends, showcase a new product. I do know that we are currently this year the industry is covered with some clouds, with all the policy change and things like that. But again, I still believe big in renewable energy, believe really big into what solar storage can do to impact people's life. So Jake, do you mind to go to the next slide? Let's get started, see what we are going to showcase. Before we get there, our booth number is V6436. Next slides, we're going to show you where the location is. So you can see when you go to the main entrance, you go to the left, and we will be on the first row on the left. So it's very easy to find us, and we will have all the products there. Also, we'll do some live training section, some special guest speaks there, and come and meet us and have fun. Let's go to the product. So here I'm going to talk about the new product that we have for residential as well as for commercial. We're going to start with the residential products. Now, I'm going to call this is our powerful duo, and it's our e-boost scalable energy storage systems that paired with our NV Duo 21. So what you're going to get with this new powerful duo is you're going to get more power, more feature, and substantially cost saving, which we know that cost these days matters even more if the ITC goes away. If the interest rates still keep where we are now, cost saving is critical for a lot of homeowners, right? I'm going to start with the Duo. So the Duo 21 is an evolution of our NV product series. So we currently offer 8 and 12. Now we're moving up to a 21. So it's a 20. Maximum is 25 kW PV input with a 3 MPPTs. So you really can take a lot of PV arrays. When it's grid tied, you can exporting 16 kW AC to the grid. And when it's off grid, meaning when the grid is disconnected, the continuous backup power is 12 kW with a 20 kW surge capacity. So it's really easy to turn on your 5 tons AC unit. It's also very scalable. You can go up to 10 units. Our NV 12 kW, we have all kinds, big systems. 3 NV, 5, 6, the biggest is with a 9 NV inverters. It gives a lot of power. In that configuration, you can do both large residential home as well as small three-phase 120 to 208 volts. For instance, in Colorado, there's a lot, big homes with a 400 amps, 600 amps service panel, and some even three-phase. So NV Duo is perfect for that type of applications. 20 amp pass-through, building RC transmitter. The whole designs make the installation as simple as possible. You can literally, with put this system together, wire them within half days. That's the whole goal when we design that product for our installer partners. The next product I'm going to talk about is eBoost, which is on the bottom. You can see we take the same design we use for E-Way, for the E-Force. So it's topped with the E-Way. The E-Way, it really simplifies installation. You can have AC, DC wires all coming to the E-Way. The inverter sits on top of the E-Way. So there is a bottom lid on the inverter you can take off, and on the top lid of the battery you can take off, and then smoothly integrate them together and still be able to meet IP65 outdoor installation. It simplifies the installation by eliminating any additional wire covers, and as well as the conduits. And we know time is money, right, for installer partners. Make it really a lot easy. It's a 16 kilowatt hour battery. Now, the beauty I want to talk about, the difference between our eBoost and some other is it really comes with a very powerful BMS. The BMS, one BMS in that battery can handle 12 kW continuous output. So what does that mean to you? You can use one eBoost with a one NV Duo, and that's a perfect combo for your customers. Why is say it's a perfect? It gives you 12 kW backup power, 16 kW exporting power, 16 kilowatt battery bank, all at a very reasonable cost. And if your clients later on want to add another battery, it's really easy to do it. You can add a battery on site. You can add a battery in front. We also have the bracket allows the battery to be on front if you don't have enough wall space. Building heater, it's very scalable. You can go up to 256 kilowatt hour. Outdoor rated. So for some of the clients, you have used our Evol Max, and we have sold so many Evol Max, and we have a lot of loyal customer really like the durability and the big capacity, ease of install. So the eBoost, we consider it's an upgrade of Evol Max. So it's capped the space by half. It has built-in heater, and the BMS. We have also increased the BMS put. So enable you to pair one NV Duo with one eBoost 16. So this is the most exciting residential product that we're going to showcase at a trade show. And we got a lot of interest already from our installer partners and distributors. We're also taking pre-orders as well. So if you're interested, let us know. We can send you more information, and obviously you come to our booth to touch and feel. So let's go to our Solo 6.5. Oh, sorry about that. There's another quick video. Jake, can you go back? That video I would like to show how that's the inverter batteries, right? How they actually kind of put together. If you can play that video. I know sometimes may give limitation when you do a webinar.
I'm not finding the link for the video on this one, but
okay.
We'll go to the next slide.
Yeah, we have also videos that are on our social media. Obviously, when we send the slides after the webinar, we can also incorporate that video. It will show you how the inverter top sits on top of the battery. Now we can go to the Solo 6.5. We also see there's actually a fairly good size of off-grid community, and interesting, there are more and more off-grid homes for many reasons. One of the reasons, the high electricity cost, and if you want to enjoy the beautiful Mother Nature, sometimes they don't really have the grid in the connection there. So solar storage really enables people want to live off grid. So enjoy that, beautiful Mother Nature and still being able to live comfortably and sustaining. The Solo 6.5K off-grid inverter. Now, I do want to mention this one, you can do grid tie as well, just you cannot feedback to the grid, okay? So in some region, like we have a lot of clients in Latin America market, so they will use this inverter, also use a grid tie. They will just do self-supply or backup and do not feed to the grid. Here in the mainland, we're seeing it clients buying that more for off-grid homes. It's a 6.5 kW continuous output. The same thing, you can stackable up to 6 units, get almost close to 40 kW. It has a 10 milliseconds seamless transfer. Now you can do, pure phase, pure sine wave or split phase with the 2 MPPTs. Even though we name it off-grid inverter, but we also incorporate all the safety that we see in our NV inverter, DC, AC breaker, and disconnect, all those features that it's what we want our product have is the quality and the safety, and we will not compromise that. This Solo 6.5 works well for, we talk about, like the off-grid small applications, even we've seen in Puerto Rico for apartment backup, and in Latin American markets, we see people buying that for their regular homes or condos. It can pair with eFlex, our eFlex 5.4. If the client wants more capacity, it works well with our eBoost and eForce as well. And this is also an exciting product, and because we enable people, live off grid or for small application. And the Solo 6.5 kW inverter comes with a very, very attractive price point. So it also helps your clients save the cost. Now let's move to the CNI. CNI is exciting space. We've, in the past 3 years, experiencing tremendous growth, and I believe a lot of our installer partner sees the same here. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about what is CNI energy storage system, particularly for some clients that is kind of new get into the space. So it comes with an inverter, with a battery, and with a control. And that's called, a full turnkey solution. We can go to the next slide. How we do a little bit different than some of our, other companies that's available on the market. We do an end-to-end solution. So I know if you go to a trade show, you're going to see a lot of companies say, hey, we'll offer for a turnkey solution. The definition of full turnkey is a little bit different in my mind, how we do it versus others. So on the solutions itself, we can do design, ROI analysis, right? Based on your usage, your electrical bill, 15 minutes interval, our team can do an analysis, determine the system size, and also run a cash flow analysis for the next, 10, 15, 25 years, depends on what the term or PPA term or the customer's expectation or the warranty term is. And then we deliver a full package that comes with our inverter battery controller. And the controller that we use to dispatch the battery is use the same algorithm that's doing analysis for you. If you don't work with us, you could look into go to the market, you're looking for solutions. You might end up have to engage with 3 different companies to get the full turnkey solution that we can provide, which includes the design, the grid interactive EMS, which is going to do the smart dispatch to maximize ROI and energy saving, and a microgrid controller if you want to integrate generator, EV charger, micro turbines, and a PV, AC coupling PV. So we have built-in microgrid controller that can handle all those assets, right? And then the whole hardware itself, inverter battery. So the end-to-end solution really helps you um, find the right project opportunities, and then also helps you smooth the installation and commission. Jake, next slide. Now, want to emphasize again I call it like full cycle support, right? We talk about the solution self. The full cycle support, it also comes with engineering support, which is very critical for CNI, especially for a lot of, company just get into the space. You do need a lot of help because those help can really, make your life a lot easy and then not, save you some unnecessary expenditures and costs. It begins with the using our Keystone design to help you find right project opportunities, to help identify the optimal system size and maximize the investment for your clients. We will provide a full turnkey software, hardware together in one package. And our engineers also step in, help you review the one-line joint. So we make sure when all your developer or your engineering partners make the site one-line diagrams, we will review point to point, make sure everything's correct. And we learned every commercial project is different. So we call it, every microgrid is one microgrid project. So that level of detailed engineering support, it really helps you fast your deployment and also make much less errors on site. Now, the Keystone EMS comes also with an O&M platform, which when you come to our booth, you will show you how the O&M platform look like, what kind of data we can provide, what kind of error message the platform can provide to you or site owners or a final user. All this is make O&M a lot easier as well. And a lot of time our EMS can, really, prevent some of the failures upfront by really giving, the information timely, so we can avoid a lot of, system turn down, things like that. So now I'm going to get to the product itself. We are, for some of the folks that have been work with us in the CNI space, we offer eSpire and in the eSpire Mini. And we have a lot of projects deployed and they work very well. Now, there are two new products that we are launching, and for many reasons. One reason, obviously, with the latest change to the Triple B bill. The other one is we also take a lot of input from our EPC partner and make the product even more easier of install, right? So the first product I want to talk about is eSpine Nano. So it's 16 kilowatt-hour battery cabinet, can be paired with either 30 kW 208 volts inverter or 60 kW 480 volts inverter. It also has our Keystone microcontroller built into it. We can do all the smart dispatch, such as zero export, dynamic peak shaving, demand response, VPPs, in addition to the net metering or fully off-grid or microgrid applications. The Nano is going to be perfect for agriculture projects, grocery stores. We're working with several large national chains, putting a lot of eSpy Mini, and in the future, obviously, some of those projects will be having eSpy Nano. Charging stations, schools, banks, such like those type of applications. The compactness of the product, make it very easy of install and fit into that kind of space. The next product is the eSpy Ultra. Okay, now that's exciting product. Why I'm saying it's exciting because this is a product that we actually going to have a FIA compliant in early Q2 2026. Now, we can also make the Nano also FIA compliance as well, but we decided as a team together to focus on the Ultra first, because of the size of the systems. It's, for manufacturing plants, charging stations, also some of, commercial buildings. So being able to get a 30% ITC is going to be critical for those large projects. Now, it comes with a 125 kW inverter, and inside the cabinet, it has 256 kilowatt battery. So this is a turnkey, which means inverter battery sits in with the HVAC cooling systems there, microgrid controller. This is again, we see it's in upgrading from our eSpire to the eSpire Ultra by meet the FIA compliance and also make the units have inverter battery and control all built-in. And again, you're going to get all the full cycle support from us. And we are really, really excited about this product. We've seen, we have a couple of big projects with our eSpire this year happening. I'll just name a few of them. Toomey factories in Georgia. There's about a 2 megawatt hour. And then Davis Wastewater Center, it's about a 4 megawatt hour systems. And there's a many more like that. Dallas Airport, they did a phase 1 with about a 1 megawatt hour, and then another phase 2, which is also in the construction. So it's a lot of excitement in the CNI. And don't forget, like Jake said, we do both residential and commercial solution, and not just hardware, but also more important, the software, the EMS capability that we offer to make sure that the equipment in the customer sites will do the work. If it's just backup or microgrid or peak shaving or zero export or VPP demand response, we can do all those applications, even stack together in one project with all, we can stack backup and demand response and dynamic peaking and peak shaving in one project. Good. Well, we're excited to have you. Our CNI team will be there. Our residential team will be there. We'll showcase your product. We'll showcase you the EMS and look forward to having you guys at our booth. I'm going to hand it back to Jake.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jing. So the next part, we're going to get a little bit into the energy broker side of Fortress Power, and where we get involved in how we are leading the industry and the innovation side of VPP programs. So this is just a simplified map of the presence that Fortress Power does have for VPP programs. On the East Coast, New York, we have Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut on those energy programs, and then South, North Carolina, South Carolina, which is, I believe, called the Duke Energy Program. And then there are the Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Texas to be determined. There's some development going on. On the West Coast, we are on the Pacific Core WattSmart program, which is based in Utah, but the program reaches to Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Wyoming, and Utah, where homeowners can get rebates and also monthly credits for their bills. Honestly, with the 30% ITC tax credit going away, these will play a massive benefit into 2026 and the years to come to help offset the cost of systems. We are also now in a VPP program in Colorado called the Holy Cross program. That is worth looking into. There is a massive demand that they have for electricity and goals to hit, and Fortress Power is on there along with programs in Arizona and California. If you do have more further questions for those who are watching this on the programs, how they work, how you and the installer can present the numbers, and how the homeowner benefits, please reach out to our sales team, as we do understand these programs and can educate that. So when it comes to VPP programs, we don't just join programs, we also help create them. So if there are any utilities in the States or in other countries looking to develop VPP programs, they can also reach out to us here at Fortress Power. We have our VP programs, Brian London, who can also help educate and also help innovate the programs if they are looking to create one. Along with that, with the Energy Broker program, it is on our website. It does break it down. on how it can help benefit everybody involved. When it comes to Fortress Power, not just being a manufacturer at the end of the day. We talked about our support. Again, I want to emphasize how phenomenal our tech support team is. Again, it is US based, 7 days a week. Everybody is experts in the fields, engineers, installation backgrounds. We also support those in the US, the Mexico, and Puerto Rico locations. We are available phone, email, live chat. Again, the extensive knowledge. We do our very darn best to efficiently and effectively diagnose systems. But of course, what does help and benefit the installers to get things done efficiently and quickly is if there is also an installation coming up and it is your first time doing the installation of Fortress Power, you can actually plan that with us relatively and preferably 2 weeks in advance, and we can actually call on your first site to help you make sure that the install goes seamlessly. Along with that is our training and certification. As everybody knows, what makes a first-time install and continuous installs go smooth is expert training and certification. We do have a link on our website for dealer applications. Now, when you guys think of dealer applications, there's some timidness there sometimes because does it require any commitment? We do not require any commitment anybody that signs up to be a dealer and or installer. It allows you to have resources to better training online. So along with our online training courses, which is created by our own solutions engineers, we have also in-person technical workshops. These can be created and planned in advance. We also have the installer program and live recorded webinars such as this one. But we also go the extra mile to where if an installer, such as those who are watching or anybody who plans on watching this, wants to have a one-on-one with our solution engineer to understand the technicality of the equipment, best practices to make it a seamless install, just reach out to us and we are happy to do that. And then sales and marketing support. So we are always here to help the brand reach out more and also provide expertise on how to market efficiently with the inside resources that we do have. So that comes to marketing materials, lead sharing, the brand exposure, collaboration. If there are any of you, such as a distributor or installer, that wants to do a collaboration of a webinar or an event, again, you can simply reach out to us. We are more than happy to do a co-webinar training or an in-person training, make it so effective that sales just pool in right after that. Lastly, warranties. All our equipment comes with a default of the NV inverters, and then our batteries default of a 10-year warranty. Some batteries can scale up to a 15 warranty and also can go up now to 30-year warranty thanks to the fantastic partnership that we have with Solar Insure. Solar Insure is a third-party solar insurance company, and they do a phenomenal job at vetting manufacturers in order to provide an extended 30-year warranty. We have achieved that a while ago. We are on that program. So if you have questions on how that does work, please, again, reach out to us. We can get you connected to Solar Insure, because in this day and age, assurance is a warranty, and homeowners like that comfortability that they are covered for not just the 5 years or 10 years to come, but for everything else to come their way. That not only applies to residential, that also does apply to the commercial and industrial side of the sector. Again, the specifics of how that works, please reach out to us. We're happy to dive into it. And then again, I want to recap back to one of the very first slides that I covered on why people choose Fortress Power, why it's worth visiting us at the RE Plus Vegas event at the booth. We have products that range from small systems to large systems, residential, three-phase, commercial, and industrial. We have regional sales managers who specialize in this industry, who can help get you the resources for residential and our commercial side. We are always installer-friendly design. Again, we created a free resource. We'll also do a tailored one-on-one design with anybody that wishes to. Our tech support is fantastic. We have extremely competitive pricing. Our price sheets are available to all our distribution partners across the country and countries as well. We can scale from anything to small to large. And lastly, it says installer trust and brand reputation. In summary, what that means is we take care of our people. We take care of those who are partners with us, who sells us, who wants to work with us. We make sure that everybody is informed, educated, and supported to make sure that there's sustainability for not just now, but also for the years to come, because at Fortress Power, we do have such a strong footprint that we know that the years to come are actually quite optimistic, regardless of the political and policy changes. So all you have to do, simply reach out to us, go to our website, email our sales. If you have questions on product, if you have questions on specs, if you're not making it to the Vegas event, give us a ring, send us an email. We're happy to help. Again, we are at the Vegas Expo event. I will backtrack a slide again as a reiteration, just so for those who are on this show, aka webinar, can find us effectively once we get there. So again, if you go to the main entrance at the Venetian level 2, we are booth V6436, left-hand side. We will have some of these new exciting products there to look at and to see. Please don't miss us. And again, thank you for everybody, for those who attended this webinar. We appreciate your time. If you have any questions, let us know. Thank you to our CEO, Jing, for showing the new products. And again, you can trust us at Fortress Power. We care about everybody. The future is bright. Solar is bright. Energy storage is bright. We can work together and make success happen. So thank you for those who attended. Have a wonderful day.